Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judgment. I don't know why I'm down here. I don't know why. Maybe I should go up here. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome. Mohamed Salah has been left out to play against Inter. He's not traveled with the squad. And I think there's a smear campaign going on from the club. And it's not only about Arne Slot, it's now about Football Club Liverpool against Mohamed Salah. Of course, as all the ex-pros and the hierarchy and the journalists are against him, they're actually smearing his name in the media, talking about him and being selfish. And actually, James Pearce and Paul Joyce and all these people are absolutely against Mohamed Salah. And listen, there is a bigger picture than this. Is a bigger picture than actually him again. It's not him against Slot. It's not him against Slot. It's him against the hierarchy of Liverpool. Actually, that is what I read into the situation. But we got Javon, of course. The Final Whistle podcast is here with us, of course. We got Pazz, the creator, Ram, the Ram stand, of course, and Kelk, of course. We'll talk Arsenal. We'll talk Chelsea. Do Chelsea fans still trust Enzo Maresca to fix it around and turn it around? Of course. And Arsenal, why there is panic? Why there is panic in the Arsenal camp? That is what we're going to talk about as well. Our city smelling blood. Hit that like button, guys. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure before you go and enjoy, hit that like button, people. And I'm actually 12 subscribers away, if I'm not mistaken, from the next, I think, yeah, from 47,700. So hit that like button, people. And let's start right away. What do you think, Ram? He's been left out of the Inter game, which is good for us, to be honest with you. But
oh, Mo. I'm going to use the same words I said on on Drifty's channel, on Hassam's channel. I thought we left this drama shit back in 2015. I thought we did, but unfortunately, shit comes back. As a human being, after if you look at the context of why he's come out, the amount of people that are telling him, you know what, Salah's always quiet when things aren't going well. When things are going well and he needs something, he starts talking. But when shit hits the fan and he needs to speak out and show some leadership, he doesn't. If you hear that on a daily basis, and then the fan base, who, in my opinion, I think at times are incredibly weak, because a lot of the narrative of we're better without Salah is because of either hidden agendas or rivals trying to put a narrative to us, and we're so weak that we just fall into that narrative. I said it before, I said it again. With or without Salah, we still look like crap. Szoboszlai is not a right winger. Szoboszlai is playing as a centre midfielder when he's at right wing. We don't have a recognised right winger at right wing, regardless of if Szoboszlai plays or Salah plays. For me, I think Salah, as a human, I think I understand what he did. If you back someone into a corner, they are going to lash back out. I think some of the comments that Jamie Carragher's come out with about Mo, highly unnecessary. He's not a captain. He's not a vice captain. He's not even our third captain. He has no need to come out and say what he has to say. But the one thing I'll criticize about Mo Salah, don't ever air out dirty linen to the public. Don't ever. You talk about, you know what? Basketball players do the exact same thing.
But you guys liked it when Isak did it for Newcastle because it was in your favor. You guys, literally, all of you Liverpool fans liked it when Isak did it against Newcastle.
Did we say it was wrong though?
None of you said it was wrong. None of you said it was wrong. None of you. None of you said it was wrong. You all said that he let him down. None of you said it was wrong. None of you.
You were talking about player empowerment.
Hang on.
You guys said that the promises were broken and he had to speak publicly because Newcastle don't want to let him go. None of you said that.
They're holding him hostage.
If we're gonna do this whole thing though,
James, I'm being honest. By the way, I didn't know your opinion. I didn't know your opinion, right?
Mo,
Sam said he had to speak out. Sam said he has to speak out. A lot of people said he has to speak out. Isak, they're holding him hostage. Now, Mohamed Salah is speaking up for himself. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think it's Salah against Slot. It's Salah against the hierarchy. I don't think it's Salah against Slot. I don't think. By the way, when he's talking about a relation between him and Arne Slot, he isn't talking about the manager. He's basically telling people that Arne Slot is instructed not to talk to him. That's what he said. He said, literally, word for word, I used to have a good relation with the manager. Suddenly, I have no relation. He is saying that someone instructed Arne Slot not to talk to me. Someone instructed Arne Slot, and he's indirect in the hierarchy. And him saying that someone wants me out, he doesn't mean Arne Slot, because Arne Slot doesn't make the decisions about who leaves and who stays. That is not Arne Slot's job. And we all know this, because we all know that when Arne Slot was hired, it was said that he's only going to be the coach. The hierarchy will manage the ins and out on the club. So he's indirect, and Michael Edwards, he's speaking up for himself. I was under the impression, I released the first video. Let me just say this. I released the first video, and I said that it's wrong for him to say what he said publicly. And then when I spoke with Hussam more, and actually we looked at the campaign that is against him, I realized that that interview was not about Arne Slot at all. It was about the hierarchy of the club. It wasn't about Arne Slot.
Again, Mo, and it still goes back to what I said. And now you wanted to bring up the Isak thing. Myself, obviously, I wasn't as active during the summer compared to what the likes of Jamie, Drifty, the boys at Coppish were doing. But I can say for them, and I've also said it for myself because I had conversations with both of them, that what Isak did was wrong. Do I like it as a Liverpool fan because it's going to benefit my club? Of course I'm going to like it. However, if I was a professional, I wouldn't do anything like that. I always keep club affairs within the club. I said the same thing about Jose Mourinho when he was at Tottenham. Never, ever, ever talk about internal club affairs to the public. that stays within the club. It's like having a problem at home. If you have any problems at home, you don't go telling everybody what's going wrong at home. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, unless it's something like dangerous. But if you talk about how my parents had an argument about whose house we go to for Christmas, you don't go telling everybody about that. Like stuff like that.
Right, let me ask you
You don't go telling everyone what is happening inside the club. And do you know what? The one thing I agree with that interview, I'm happy that he hit back at some of the media. I am so happy he did that. I love it. I love it when because basketball players are notorious for that. If you chat so much crap about a player, they will clap back. They will clap back at you. And I think a lot of footballers need to do that as well. I love it when footballers do that.
I'm happy you brought up basketball, yeah, because I follow basketball, yeah, and I really like the way the culture around basketball is, and I think it's not necessarily player led. However, like you can't take the piss out of basketball players because they'll happily
they will clap. Exactly. If you take the piss out, imagine if you take the piss out of say Russell Westbrook, bro. Russell Westbrook.
With that being said, with every new thing that comes to the industry, there's going to be a rough and a smooth, and you can't enjoy Russell Westbrook telling someone in the crowd that's from a news outlet is an idiot. You can't enjoy that and not be like, okay, when he grills Genie Boss and you don't like that. You can't say, oh, you can speak now, but you can't speak now. It's either you want someone's opinion or you don't. And I think that is going to be the issue with. I think football has to naturally take that transition because, as you see, a lot of players are also getting their own platforms. A lot of them are coming out with their own YouTube channels, their own Instagrams. Everyone's fucking talking every 5 minutes. So I think it's going to be hypocritical for a lot of people to say, "Oh, it's brilliant that we see all your personality, we see you getting onto people that we also don't like." But then now they're talking about your people at your club. Now you're telling me that it's unprofessional. When reality is, it's also unprofessional to start cussing out the media. They're both unprofessional. So it's either we don't like none of it or we like all of it. And I don't think you can just sit there and pick and choose when someone lets them.
No, but the reason why I say all this is because a lot of what has happening in the last couple of weeks, even to an extent a couple of months, has been the narrative of Salah is the reason that one of the reasons why Liverpool aren't performing is because Salah is not doing this, he's not doing that. Look at what happens when Salah doesn't play for Liverpool. They look so much better. Those are the stuff where I'm like, if I was a footballer, I would be like, what the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
you're just doing basic pitch analysis, bro.
But you would never have that. But you would never have that opinion as a footballer.
But here's the thing, right?
No, if you're a footballer, you think you're the reason the team is doing well because
no footballer.
You back yourself. You have an ego. You have confidence in yourself.
Yeah, no footballer's ever taken that level of accountability ever in their
Listen, Salah has been the main guy for Liverpool for time, right? So much so when there was contract negotiations between him and Mane, they chose him over Mane, right? My issue with all of this is you don't do this at the time where the club is in disarray, where the club is struggling to find form, where the club is struggling to get some form of a semblance to try and get a consistent run of form. You being that main guy. I saw a quote where Salah said he's not going to fight for his place or something like that. You don't do that as a legend of the club. I don't care what footballer you are. I don't care what talents you have. You're not guaranteed a start. You're not guaranteed a place in the starting 11, especially if your form is as bad as his has been, and it's not helping the team at all.
I kind of disagree with that.
No, I don't know what that's you. We know you're a special soul and a special person, right? My point is, we
can talk about what's special, but then we have to dig into how everyone's doing in life. I mean, let's not do that.
It was a little joke. I'm basically saying you don't do that at this juncture of how Liverpool is. And on top of that, it's not like when you're playing, you're performing to the level where you're the game changer. Everyone's playing bad. Anyone can be dropped for 3 games. I've seen the best being dropped from the team, even while they're playing well. So I don't agree with what Salah did. I don't condone it at all. And I agree with Ram. Keep in-house problems in-house. You
But
know,
how
And-
can
and-
you
Couldn't he
say-
have like just called whoever, Michael Edwards or whoever, FSG? Couldn't he just have like
Exactly,
arranged a
'cause he's
meeting
the
with
guy.
them or
He's-
something? Do a
Ah,
Skype
it
call
looks
with
Yeah,
like
them?
he
the club.
tried. Okay, it looks
know
like
he
he
didn't do that.
tried, guys. It looks like
No,
what
I
he
missed
said in the
that.
interview. He tried to ask why I'm being benched, and the manager didn't answer him. It looked like he tried to find the answers. It's not about the bench. You guys, to be honest with you, Javon and Ram and Pazz, you guys are holding one point, which is the bench thing. And I agree with you. Nobody is guaranteed a spot on merit. You gotta work for it. You gotta work for it. You gotta work for your spot. And I agree with this. But in the same time, it looks like with all the media that is going around now that he was right because they are trying to sell him in January. They want to get rid of him. They
No,
want
but-
to get rid
No,
of the
but that's
guy.
no, no,
after
no,
the
but-
fact
but-
now.
but
That's
that
after
could
the.
be-
But
but-
now,
but-
after the interview, now we have no choice because he said what he said.
Yeah, it's a
He's-
cause and effect thing more. You
Yeah.
imagine now they want to sell him because let's put it into context, right? Liverpool signed these players. Liverpool are going through a transition. Liverpool are not playing well. Majority is down to the manager, but some of the players have not been pulling their weight, right? A manager drops a player. Let's take who the player is out of it for context. A manager drops a player. The player comes out in social media causing a fuss. What is the club going to do? They
You
try
dropped
to
the context though.
pardon.
You dropped the context of who he is the context, and I think people saying that he has to work for a spot is wild because he just spent the last 6 years earning his spot, and the reality is there's
You don't
Yeah,
earn
but
your
that was
spot based
6
on
years
merit.
ago.
but you have to.
Even De Bruyne was dropped. I disagree
That was
with
6
you.
years ago.
Is what you're
Do you
doing
want to
for
send
me
the
later.
players
What
decline as
does
they
it
get
do?
older?
You just
No,
spent
but Paz,
6
if we
years
had
building
this
up
conversation at the
performances.
start, if we had this
Get-
conversation at the start of the season, I hear it. But what have you done for me lately? That's the
What has he
question.
done for you lately?
Bro,
Just-
nobody's
guys,
guaranteed a spot on merit.
I get what
I
you're
just-
saying.
I-
I get what you're saying.
No, I hear
Unless
you.
unless
Well,
you're
I
Lino
don't
Messi.
know
Unless
if
you're
he
no,
deserves
Messi.
a spot
guys,
based on
Guys,
He's
I-
Messi.
I-
He's not
no, no.
Messi. What are you talking about?
Unless you're
based
Messi,
on my
bro.
performance.
One at a time. But I think one at a time. Paz, nobody is guaranteed a spot on merit because you did something at the club. Nobody. Kevin De Bruyne was dropped like this
And I hear
because
you.
he didn't live up to
I hear you,
the
but-
rest of the team. It's like this, bro.
Okay, here's where I explain my point. Yeah, everything is in the context of this scenario. Yeah, so
Yes.
for me, if I'm looking at Liverpool as what's going on right now, where everyone stinks, everyone from last year stinks. That you all loved last year. That's Gravenberch, that's McAllister, that's Van Dijk, that's Kanate. That's everyone stinks. For me,
Yeah.
the last guy, if we're talking about who deserves to be dropped first, the last guy is the guy that just dragged you to a Premier League title. So for you saying he needs to earn his spot, he earned
did.
it over what everyone else did.
All right,
For
so
sure.
here's the thing. I hear it, but at the very least, you have to be willing to compete for your spot. You can't just show up and expect it to be yours, especially when you're not doing what you did last year. That's the point.
Yeah, the
if
drama has been
everyone-
dramatic.
Exactly.
He just fell off a cliff.
But it's everybody's falling off the cliff. If it was just Salah, cool, fair enough, cool, fair. Get him out of there. But they've all fallen off the
Sabazia has
cliff.
not fallen off a cliff.
I get that, but when you look at the context and the whole
Sabazia
Salah has
has not
played,
fallen off a cliff.
You've named one human out of the rest out of the.
Yeah, he's been their
out of
best
the
player.
15 humans.
But
Yeah, that's
what-
one. But that's one human out of the 15 other humans.
when you
Allison.
look at how Salah
Allison
has
hasn't
played,
fallen off a cliff.
when you look at how
Who?
Salah has played,
Allison.
at
Alan
times
just
he's
keep-
affecting
Allison
the
just
start
keep
of
getting injured.
the
What
final
are
third.
we doing there, bro?
Typical.
I named you 8 players. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
No, but I get your point. I get your point.
Come on, bro. To say it's not disrespectful to hang it all on Salah is crazy to me.
But I don't
every
think-
time something goes wrong, it's Salah.
But that was the narrative, though. That's the thing. That was the narrative before the interview. It was a lot of it was on Salah. People were our own fan base was saying that.
The winger doesn't make the whole
no.
team fit.
You guys are forgetting something very important. You cannot want to be the star man of any top club, and when that top club is not performing, you can't be able to hold licks. What are we talking about?
I'm not saying that.
Messi.
But then
No,
you
but
didn't
no,
know
but
what you
Javon,
did.
Javon. This is where principle comes into place now, because like what Pazz has said, it's not just him. Why is Gravenberch seeing minutes? Why is McAllister
I
seeing
get
minutes?
that, but guess
Because
what?
you didn't build your squad properly. You have no 6.
Thank you.
still.
Thank
You
you.
didn't. You
Now-
didn't. He has no
But then,
competition.
No, no,
example,
but
Cannot be allowed to
Curtis
sync up the gap.
Curtis
Let me land.
Jones.
No back
Curtis
man.
Jones has played.
Let me
Curtis
land. You
Jones
built
has
the squad
played
in
exceptionally
properly.
well
But
when
let
he's
me
come
land
in.
really quickly. If I am the focal point, perfect example. Let's use this show. Mo's the host of this show, right? The show is going great.
I
If-
was.
if-
He is.
the-
still.
Mo is the host of this show. If Pazz goes missing, if I goes missing, guess who's going to be asked the question first? It's not gonna be Pazz. It's not gonna be me. They're gonna say, "Hey Mo, what happened to Pazz? What happened to Javon?"
Mo is not the equivalent of Mo. Mo is the equivalent of Arne Slot and the board.
I'm giving a simple example.
So let's
if
blame
he
the
wants
club.
to be the main guy
That
and
was
he
a
stops
billionaire
performing,
confirmed.
if he wants to be the main guy and he stops
big up,
performing,
man.
the questions are going to be asked to him first because he's expected to be the leader up front. He's expected to score the goals. He's expected to drag Liverpool as he's dragged Liverpool in the past. So if that's not working, the media is going to target him first, and that's guaranteed. And I'm not saying that should be okay, but that's what it is.
But Mo
Again,
would
this
be
is a
the
narrative I
equivalent
don't
of the club.
subscribe to as well.
Mo would be the equivalent of the club, not Mo.
No, but
Salah.
I'm changing my opinion. Okay, let me read you guys something from a mouthpiece of the football club. Guys, let me just tell you how Mohamed Salah is being scapegoated and how the media is against him. Forget his interview. This is what is being fed to the Athletic and Paul Joyce to write on Twitter and on the articles, right? And then you tell me that Mohamed Salah is not being scapegoated. Arne Slot decided to do that by shifting Dominic Szoboszlai and Salah is wide on the right, giving the Hungarian greater work off the ball. There is a belief internally that with that or 1-2 draw from the past 3 games, that the changes have been effective. They are literally doubling down on dropping Mohamed Salah. Is the reason why they're getting better. Even though they aren't getting better, they are telling the people that they think they're getting better because Mohamed Salah has dropped. So you are telling me that is not scapegoating, that is not throwing him under the bus. They are telling the media that he's the reason why they're bad. This is what genuinely is. By the way, this is if that sentence that dropping Mohamed Salah and shifting Szoboszlai to the right wing, we are getting better. That's what they are telling the media. They are admitting that yes, you are the problem. So Mohamed Salah has the right to defend himself because they threw him under the bus. That is what happened. It's right in front of me.
This is where I disagree with it because Mo, we have video evidence of myself saying this for the last couple of weeks. We don't look better when we play a centre midfielder at right wing because the centre midfielder plays like a centre midfielder. He don't play as a right winger.
Do you know what this reminds me of, though? Yeah.
What is my perspective, Jamie? This is Jamie's story. What is my perspective? What is my perspective? It's literally, I'm reading it as it is. They're literally saying, dropping Mohamed Salah made us better. Fine. They're like, in your words, Salah, we are better without you. That's what they're saying.
There are scenarios there where this has happened to players and they haven't spoken out
Thank you.
towards the
It
squad.
happened last
Yeah, no,
season.
don't say thank you. Don't say thank you just yet, buddy. because this has happened and then they've gone and their whole career has died. Ozil is a good example. We absolutely caned him.
Oh no, but that's different though. That's
Let
different.
him finish.
Cool. So we all know what the real reason was, but what they put in front of it was he is killing us on the work rate. He doesn't do this, he doesn't do that when the numbers don't support any of those points. And he never came out and defended himself against that main point or the other point. And now there was just no recollection of Ozil ever applying to it. So that is pretty much what you're asking Salah to do. While they're in the public saying 1,000 words, you want this player to get absolutely caned and sit there and just take it all. Me personally, if the entire club has turned on you, there's nothing to stay loyal to anymore. At this point, now it's time to scrap because they're not trying to protect you no more. It's clear they're not trying to protect Salah. So for me, the relationship's already gone. So what are you staying professional to? Like that is my question.
Yourself, your legacy.
Exactly.
What do you mean your legacy? The people that run the club want to throw you under the bus. They want to destroy your image.
Legacy.
It's ironic.
Listen, the best way
they could have just let him go on a free last summer.
The best way for him to protect his legacy and his reputation for when he does get minutes on the pitch is actually do something.
They aren't going to give him minutes. Javon, they aren't going to give him minutes.
You don't know that, Mo. You don't
know
that.
Javon, just a little bit of
we're talking about 3
perspective.
games.
He's not traveled to Milan. He hasn't traveled to Milan.
No, but that's guys. I want to hear Kelk's opinion. That is Javon. Finish this, but that is a disciplinary action. It's not actually tactical thing.
Thank you, Mo. I'm saying it's only been 3 games. Yes, the media is highlighting it. It's not like you dropped him for 5 games. It's not like you dropped him for 10 games. It's 3 games. What if Liverpool had come out and say, you know what, Mo's carrying something just to protect him? For time, Liverpool fans have been saying Mo needs a break. Mo hasn't been playing well. Take him out of the lineup. The manager takes him out, and this is not me defending Slot. The manager takes him out of the lineup for 3 games. He causes a hissy fit And now when the club is saying, okay, you're not bigger than the club, we have to give you disciplinary actions, everybody's going to say, oh, he would have never played for the club again. You don't know that. You got Champions League games. You got FA Cup games. You had multiple different competitions before January comes. You're going into the most difficult period in the Premier League season. And you're telling me Salah would have never featured again? Kelk, let me hear your opinion. This is stupid. Go
I
ahead.
just find it to be sad, the whole situation. Like, FSG, I don't know what their MO is. Like, yeah, throwing him under the bus the way they are, that just doesn't make any sense to me. But at the same time, like, when you get to a certain age, you know, I think you do have to fight for your spot every day. And I know he had this incredible season last year. It was like a record-breaking season. It was just amazing to watch, but he's not been that player this season. And I think the expectations were is that he was, or maybe the decline wouldn't be as dramatic as it has been. So I kind of get dropping him. I think he needs to fight every day for his spot more than anyone else. And, you know, I think there are squad building issues, and that's the reason why some other underperforming players aren't able to, or don't need to fight for their position, because they literally have no backups, and they'll play no matter how bad their form is, like Kanate. So I feel sorry for Mo Salah in that aspect, but I'm just not a fan of anybody going to the media like that. So I think he kind of made his own bed in that regard. But I think some of it is just stemmed from, I think there must be a realization that I'm sure he knows that he's just not as good as he was last season, and that he is physically dropping off, and father time is coming for his legs. And I think athletes struggle with that because, you know, their egos think that they're just going to go forever and ever and ever. And I had to go through this last season with Kevin De Bruyne. It broke my heart to see him to watch him break down live, like every game, like just see the quality just drop off and drop off and drop off.
But hold on. Okay, now I thought about this, and I'm now gonna say again something. It's not wrong to be. I stand corrected. But Gakpo's not playing well. But McAllister's not playing well. But Konate looked like shit. But Van Dijk looked like garbage. But Kirk is shit. Even Robertson steps on the pitch and makes a mistake. Conor Bradley cannot hold his position. Gravenberch looked like one of the worst DMs in the league. And he's now talking about control Arne Slot. He's fucking ringing on Endo.
Guess what?
And
Guess what?
And do you know what the worst thing is? Arguably our best performing player just sits on the bench and doesn't get any minutes at all.
Well, it can be two things at the same time. It can be Mo Salah has dropped off. It can also be the manager doesn't know what the hell he's doing. That is
also those players.
Javon,
I'm not backing Slot at all.
Prove that it's an agenda. That Arne Slot is having an agenda against certain players. Ram said it. Bro, Chiesa is their best performing forward. He doesn't even want to play the guy.
He saved his job. My man morphed into Paolo Maldini and did a defense clearing, goal line clearing block on the line.
And you're not going to tell me that because Chiesa's not good. Every time Chiesa stepped on the pitch, he played better than the rest of the forwards. Every time. So it's an agenda, right? Right? It's
what I would say, Slot has extremely poor man management. All I'm saying with the Salah case,
Javon, now we're on the same page.
There's multiple facets to the Salah case. Because if you look at Salah, when you factor in the age, poor performance, talking out against the media, when things are not going on, people. Man, need I to remind you, this is not the first time. He had the bust up with Klopp. Remember, live after the game ended back in
it's interesting he didn't want to say anything then. That's the one question I get for Salah.
Guys, I think it's bigger than this. But can I ask you a generic question? Should Liverpool sell Salah? Okay, forget that the interview happened. Should Liverpool have pushed Salah out of the club?
Cashing on him?
If they're getting an offer, they'd be prudent to listen to it.
At this moment now, Mo. Before the interview?
No, before the interview. Forget the interview.
Business. They're not some like happy family.
Because when Salah,
they're billionaires. They just want cash.
Yeah, but when Salah is speaking about someone wants me out, he means before he did the interview. He means that he felt that someone wanted to push him out of the club. And by the way, Salah wanted to finish his career at Liverpool. He said, I want to actually stay here. There's a reason why he was fighting for a contract. By the way, Salah could have accepted generational wealth in Saudi Arabia. He was offered 1 million a week. And he said no. He was offered 50 something million a year or something like this. And he said no.
Like 55 million, I think.
Yeah, something. So he refused that. By the way, no taxes. So he stayed at Liverpool. So that means he wants to stay at the club, right? He wants to stay at the club. Now, we are talking about Liverpool Football Club. I don't think it's about Slot. You guys know that Slot will fucking get sacked. They will lose to us tomorrow, and then you'll get sacked. You'll get sacked.
And what's interesting, the original first choice for Liverpool, that manager's for some stupid reason is under fire. Big fire.
Anyway, this is a different show because Mbappe and Vinny Jr. That's a different story.
Genuinely
Genuinely different story.
But it comes to Liverpool, though. It does come to Liverpool. It does come to Liverpool. Remember when the reason why we didn't get rid of Brendan Rodgers in the summer was because Jurgen Klopp told us, "No, I've just left Borussia Dortmund. Give me some time. I want to take some rest." And then we gave him 3 months, and we called him, and he was like, "Okay, I'm coming back." And then we end up sacking him.
Listen, this Salah situation, it's actually putting a lot of pressure on the club, on the hierarchy. He's not going to win because it's not him versus Slot, which is what the media wants it to be. It's not Salah versus Slot. It's Salah versus the hierarchy, the people that actually run the football operation. It's not Slot. Because if it's against Slot, he would win. He has bigger legacy. Slot already is going to go. They're going to get sacked. This is against the bigger. But there is a way back for him, to be honest with you. There's a way back for him.
There is
Michael Owen said it very simple, right? He comes out, says, I was emotional, especially if Liverpool get a new manager. However, there is one more thing. If Liverpool sign a new manager tomorrow, and that manager said, I want to use Salah, it's done, over. Done. Even if he doesn't play Salah every game.
Can I give you the best example? This is the perfect example of that. And Pazz will attune to this. Granit Xhaka.
Oh, well,
yeah, Mikel Arteta came in and said, I want to use the guy. He's one of my pillars, blah, blah, blah. And Granit Xhaka left Arsenal with a lot of Arsenal fans like him. There is a way back. There's always a way back.
I don't think I could have hated a player more than Granit Xhaka before Arteta came in.
That's
exactly.
He was the worst. You know what? Bro, I can't even.
Anyway, we're not going there.
Yeah, we're not going there.
I want to ask Javon a question before moving on to actual Chelsea and Patrick. I want to ask Javon a question.
She's got PTSD.
Do you think if Salah comes back, Liverpool get better or not?
Under this current manager?
Or a new manager or somebody? I don't know.
That's two different questions.
Yeah,
two different questions. Under this manager, I would hope that this whole circumstance would put a fire in his belly to want to do better and actually start scoring some goals and creating some chances. But under this manager, I don't think he'll come back. He's this run of form, this tactics from the manager, this poor man management from the manager. No, under a new manager, probably if the new manager comes in new tactics and just get Salah closer to goal, have him do less wing play and more finishing, then maybe yeah. But I don't think we'll get the Salah of old.
Guys, can we get the likes up to 200 guys? Come on, guys. You guys, it's not even half the percentage of the people that are here. So 200 likes, guys. Come on. The part was lost in translation, in my opinion, to be honest. That's me. That part about him calling out the hierarchy. It's not only Arne Slot. Thank you, Amr. No matter what, nothing justifies Paul Joyce's and co, to be honest. So the media was just against him. Did you guys see? What's his name? There is a guy, yes. Not only
it's
like
McAteer.
Paul Joyce, and there is another guy that wrote an article about Salah that is way more nasty than Paul Joyce. It's a smear campaign now against him. I think so. Someone yesterday.
That's a Newcastle guy. Sorry.
Not that. Let me just show you
James
yesterday.
Pierce.
I think so. Yesterday, Sam Wallace. Who's Sam Wallace?
Oh, Sam Wallace. Yeah.
Who's Sam Wallace with 500,000 followers or something like this, or 400,000 from the Telegraph?
Yeah, he
literally just said he made it about himself. He's basically saying that Salah is selfish. Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
every superstar selfish.
It's a little bit.
Every superstar has that. Yeah,
Again,
that's a
it's
really
not.
good
It's
point.
not a black and white. It's like, oh, he wasn't selfish, or he was selfish. It's his statement was a nuclear bomb because it literally shockwaved everything. He didn't talk about just certain things. He talked about everybody. Talked about the club. Talked about the manager. Talked about the media. Talked about everyone. That's the thing. That's where I think he went a bit too far. Don't talk about the club. Don't talk about anything. Just talk about the media. Tell them how they're on a smear campaign and that you want to prove them wrong. That's what I agree with. But talking about the club, talking about internal affairs, don't ever do that, in my opinion. That's where I draw the line.
Watch this. When your manager says we need Jacob Murphy and a number 10 is playing right winger over your most decorated Premier League, that's disrespect. Fergie manages stars. Yeah, when he says I need Jacob Murphy,
Yeah, I'm
That
I
was
was
like
ready to-
Jacob
I was,
Murphy. So.
bro, I was ready to.
I don't think they
slap
know.
that
That's like
old
more
head.
the changing of the
I
guard.
was
And
so
Saladigo
ready
might not
to
be
slap
that
guys,
that
well.
old head.
Hold on. Pazz, Javon, and Kelk. After the game, he said to unlock Isak, we'll probably need Jacob Murphy. That's what the manager says in the media. So
Well, that means the
That's kinda
manager's
funny.
failing because he should be getting the best out of Isak, and he's looked terrible all season.
yeah, 100%. Again, it's more than what you're talking about, brother. That's for Javon. It's not about the bench. It's way more. I think it's way more. I agree with him. It's
Yeah,
bigger than the manager. Kel, you know what to do Wednesday?
No.
Smash Man City, get Alonso sacked.
I don't know
Uh,
about that.
get Alonso sacked. City pool. Yeah, they want Real Madrid to actually lose against City, so Alonso will get sacked.
Oh,
and
and have you heard that a lot of Liverpool fans want Inter to beat the crap out of us as well?
yeah, I love that. I'm all for it.
Oh, imagine
amazing.
rooting against your team.
That's
That
really
is-
phenomenal.
Lautaro, you know what to do, bro. You know what to do.
What
Bro, I
happens if
got-
Inter loses?
Well, there's
I
some
got-
rumor going around that
am
Real
so-
Madrid
I
are
am
going to
For
hire
us-
Jurgen
For
Klopp.
us, we're still gonna qualify for Inter because we already have 12 points.
Mm-hmm.
But we face Arsenal after, and then we face Dortmund away.
If you
I
wouldn't
think
mind-
we must win.
If you wouldn't mind.
But
Oh, yellow wall, tough.
If you wouldn't
yeah,
mind,
Dortmund away, huh?
if you wouldn't mind just stinking that game, I would appreciate it.
I want to win against Liverpool, to be honest with you, and get it over with. Have 15 points, you know what? Qualify top 8 and just get it over with.
You
Like-
if you don't
Like
if you
actually,
don't beat
because
us,
we are in a title race.
if you don't beat Mo, if you don't beat
You don't want
us,
2 extra games, yeah.
if you don't beat us, I'm gonna be an absolute nightmare to you, bro. I swear to God.
On
I know you
Thursday.
will.
Save it for
Wednesday,
Thursday.
no, yeah.
Fuck you, Mo.
I'm actually gonna cuss your club. I actually will cuss your club.
If Arsenal finish top of the Champions League and win the Champions League, then I can say things like we breezed Europe. I can say real disrespect.
Something like this. Yes,
what I'm
yes,
doing.
100%.
First, do it before you say
It's a
stuff.
lot
yeah?
of ifs.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
We're gonna go now. Just Paul Gunner says speculations, but I think Liverpool were hoping to sell Salah in January to Saudi, but he doesn't want to leave. Board then tell Slot to shut him out. Salah has no other option. I would just leave for free in 2027. They won't. They will freeze him out of the team. This is. I think my interpretation of the situation. This one. They wanted to get rid of him because of the money. He won the money, and they shut him out. And now he spoke to the media. I think this is it. This
The money
is
they
situation.
gave him, by the way.
And also they want to get rid of the wages, probably. Yeah, you're
Well, then
right.
They shouldn't
You're
have given him
absolutely
that
spot on.
contract.
Let me introduce you to my little friend, Slot, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Arne Slot is
Whoa.
fucking
Right,
weird,
Dark.
Pause.
bro. You also don't read what Slot press conferences do. He's absolutely an idiot in the press conference. He's Ten Hag in disguise, to be
He's-
honest.
He has no sense of humor, man. The guy thinks he has some form of sense of
I don't know
humor,
how
but
many
you don't,
funny
bro.
Dutch people there is.
Buddy, you don't have that sense of humor, bro. Don't, just
I'm
don't
not
do
sure
it, bro.
Dutch people are known for their sense of humor.
I love Dutch people. When I went to the Netherlands, it was fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah, they're jokes.
What are you talking
But
about?
it doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't come to management though. All the managers are pricks, from what I've
What?
heard.
Seriously.
What Dutch guy?
I met Dutch people in Spain. I met Dutch
No,
people
no,
in the
no,
Netherlands,
Mo,
in
Mo,
England.
Mo,
They're fucking
Mo.
amazing.
Name me a Dutch manager with a great sense of humor. Please tell me. A
Zero.
Dutch football manager.
Louis van
Exactly.
Gaal was quite funny.
Zero. Nobody.
Are you really? The only
Louis
thing he
Van
said
Gaal-
that was funny
Louis
was
Van
calling
Gaal
Chris
was-
Smalling Mike.
Louis
That's it.
Van Gaal was so stiff. It's
He was the
unbelievable.
beginning of hell for Man U. That's funny.
He
to
was cringe funny, bro. He wasn't
Yeah.
funny, but he wasn't like Klopp where he would say something
Let me do-
funny.
This is
cringe funny.
kind of a strange super chat. Big up Uncle Paz. Keep going. You're an inspiration for us young Arsenal fans.
my
He's
burner.
calling you old. Keep
My
going. God bless you and smile for us. Come on, you Gunners. Our boys will be back.
My burner account going strong, mate. Burner account.
Broski, this is
Javon-
big up, my
Javon-
man.
Javon
Baz
is
the
literally
Creator.
like, what the hell is this crap I'm listening to?
If you disrespect me,
Let me ask you: is Mo used as a what?
fair.
A
Did you
what?
hurry up? Look at-
Why at 33, 34 is Mo used as a
Character.
Well-
His characters were limited. He had to get
yeah,
creative.
yeah.
No,
the
that's
guy's
all.
a-
It's fine. Omar is fine. Huh? Use
As
as
a
something
Rosiel,
wing.
like a
What's a
CL
Rus-
winger?
What's a Rusiel, bro?
Winger.
As a round Champions League winger, I'm gonna say.
I don't know what that means, Omar.
Like
to be
use
honest
him
with
as
you.
a rotation or have him start all the Champions League games.
Omar,
Okay.
put it as a normal chat. Then we'll answer, bro.
meant lost in translation about his position in 11.
Might be
also-
touchline. He might be touchline
touchline
winger.
Yeah,
touchline winger. Yeah, fair enough.
That's
I don't know
that's
why he's being used there. Arne Slot isn't spoken about enough in the media. Why? He is spoken about enough every day. We wake
Well,
up.
Liverpool are quite protected by the media.
I
be frank.
need more specifics though. Like, I need them to talk about Arne Slot like
mean-
a bit more
Look-
specifically though.
Yeah,
Look
if,
what happened.
I wanna hear
if
Liverpool
any
playing
other
bad. I
team
wanna
had
hear
125 and 120 million pound flop,
Look
nobody
what
would be-
happened when
They
United.
would never hear the end of it. The media is being they're protecting Liverpool.
Look what happened when United chose Pogba over Jose Mourinho. Well, he didn't
It was-
kind of.
It was already toxic, and then they get top 4 after he got sacked.
Yeah. I don't think it's that bad, to be honest with you. Like RSV, also nobody asking to choose Salah, but Arne Slot is shit. He's
Yeah,
shit.
man.
He's absolutely shit. Why do people like Pazz a lot? Because he has a lot of chest. It's look
He's
at
an
this. Even
asshole.
Igal likes you. Anyway,
Oh,
talking about
that's a
Chelsea
scary
before.
side.
Before
That is a scary side.
know-
If the guy
I
likes
know
you, that's
that-
a scary side. It's a scary
Why? I
side.
like Igal, bro. Javon, before Javon goes, Enzo Maresca, Enzo Fernandez, and these
Big up,
guys, what happened? Talk to us. Why is he silent?
I Pazz, this is your time,
Oh.
bro.
What? Turn it? No, wait, I wanna have a good
I
conversation.
didn't leave.
Pazz, this is your time, bro.
So
No, it's not. It's Javon's time. Trust me.
Can we put the context in this? Crystal Palace are ahead of Chelsea. Chelsea are 1 point ahead of Everton, are 2 points ahead of Brighton, 2 points ahead of Sunderland, 2 points ahead of crap Liverpool. This is the context of this conversation, guys. Go ahead.
I got sold a dream, you know. I thought when you're driving to New
He
York.
got sold the dream and he sold the club at the Prince show after. And he sold the club.
As the
You're
dream
talking about
lasted for a
Salah.
week, bro. The dream
I
lasted
was-
6 days.
You know when you're driving through the I don't know if you've ever been to New York and you're driving and you're looking up at the building or whatever it could be, can be. You got sold that, you believe. I believe.
Javon,
I got my
Javon,
heart broken.
Javon.
Let me talk about the game before you step in and do your.
No, I'm not even doing that today. I promise you, I'm not doing that today.
Pat, but can we have a conversation?
Yeah, I'm not doing that
Once in
today.
our
I'm
life.
Whoa! Why are we jumping the gun? All I do is ask a few questions, brother. That's all. Big up. I appreciate the love, my boy.
To be fair, to be honest, that performance was dross. That performance was dross. Defensively, we were a bit better, but from the midfield going forward, we had nothing. It was dire to say the very least. Morris, I don't even blame Mariska that much. These players just gotta take accountability. You're on the pitch, the manager has set you up, you can't create chances. Enzo Fernandez, not good enough passing wise. Andre Santos, not good enough in the 6th position. Cole Palmer created nothing. Maybe in the second half, created a few things. Sorry, the first half created a few things for Delap before he got injured. And Delap is a bulldozer, not a striker. He was fighting with people, fighting so much so that he messed up his shoulder, so he got pulled off. Joe Pedro is on a poor run of form. It was a whole bunch of nothing. I cannot defend that at all. My review is out. If you want to get more detail on what I thought about the performance, it is in my review. And it's bad. It's bad. Ever since after the Arsenal draw and the Leeds loss, like these guys cannot pick themselves up to maintain a standard or maintain a performance. Just perform at any level and you beat Bournemouth. Bournemouth weren't good, bro.
Can I ask though, John? Yeah, like you've got Cole Palmer back now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now what you do have on this pitch is 4 world-class players still in Cole Palmer, Reece James, Malo Gusto, Cucurella. So
Malagusto.
What?
Malagusto.
Sorry. Enzo, sorry.
Cucurella is not world class.
Sorry. No, these are not my opinions.
Cucurella is world class.
This is what I've been
No,
told.
he's not.
This is what I've been
Enzo
told.
Fernandez, get out of here.
This is what I've been told. This is what I've been
Cucurella is
told.
world class.
I know nothing. So I'm just
Javon.
going off.
Kukurea is a
scared of
bitch.
Javon.
That's why the term has
Listen,
been watered
listen,
down. Those
I'm
terms
not-
have been
that-
that's
watered
what
down.
That's what I'm not. That's what I'm not.
Okay.
Kukurea is
Okay.
not
Let's,
that.
no. Okay. Let's go back to the minimum, which is Reece James, Kukurea, Cole Palmer. That's 3 world-class players in your opinion. At least.
Yes.
Cool. Perfect. The rest of your lineup you've gone with Pedro Neto, Garnacho. They're not terrible players. You've got Fofana back, who you said you was missing, which is why you lost the last game. You've got Trevor Chalobah, who you said when he's next to Fofana is good. Now you've got Malo Gusto again, the guy that was bombing up and down the right wing. You got Liam Delap back, who was waiting for that striker. That you when it comes back, it's long for everyone. And obviously,
I never said that.
now you've got the prize piece, Cole Palmer, that demon, number 10 winger, whatever he is. Where's the goals, brother?
Okay. So clearly you weren't listening to what I just said.
طب والله
I said
العظيم
different-
Javon, can I interject a little bit? I asked a question about this Javon, and I said that Chelsea's attack doesn't look as good as people think. The attack line, the forward line, with
I agree
João
with you.
Pedro, Delap, Neto, like
Yeah.
Estevao is good, yes, but he's young. With Garnacho, I don't think that attacking line is good enough. It needs one more player that is better. It needs a Semenyo. You know what I mean? It
I agree,
needs
Mo.
someone from that ilk, someone that is better. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree, but I said this, and I'll say it again. Defensively, we were better than how we were against Leeds, but from the midfield going forward, we're completely drossed. Pazz, I know what you're trying to do. It's not gonna work today, brother, because you literally just listed out the best part of how we played. We kept a clean sheet. We defended well.
But this
But
is
go-
your team. This is
Bad
the team
man,
that
you
was in the
literally
title.
just
You said the team that was in the
quote-
title race. Now you're telling me it's not going to wait. Is it good enough?
the quote unquote players you listed were the defensive players, and you listed them and you proved me
No,
right.
I went
Going
through- I went
No,
through.
you said
Cole Palmer.
Kukurea.
Cole Palmer is part of that forward line, and he's a
One,
world-class
yes,
player.
and it's one person who just came back from injury.
No, because Odegaard just came back, and he was our best player. So we're not
Okay,
doing
and
that.
you lost.
We're
You
not doing
lost
that.
this weekend. So what are we doing?
Exactly. But we're not blaming Cole. We're not blaming
You-
Odegaard.
Okay,
You had the
we're not
he
blaming
didn't
Cole
have
Palmer.
Reece James and Kukurea with him.
We
Yeah.
didn't, and
Let's
we're
stay
not
on
blaming
topic
Cole
here.
Palmer.
Let's
So
stay
what
on
are we
topic.
doing
We
here?
didn't have the world-class
Are we
players
going to have a
behind.
serious conversation? Or are you
No,
just going to
I'm
continue?
I
with
just
this,
want
bro?
to stay on topic. You can keep it serious.
I'm staying on
That's not a
topic.
problem.
I'm
wanna
literally
know-
addressing what you just said.
I want to know how we've gone from this team is underrated and people need to start taking it seriously. There was no new transfers. There's no new transfers. No one's gone out. No one's come in. It's the
I don't
same
know which
team.
people you're
That
talking
was
about.
that was same team that was challenging for the title and smell blood. And now we're saying now we're nitpicking at all the players and certain players ain't good
Who's
enough.
nitpicking?
Now Liam Delap isn't good enough. This player isn't playing good enough. Now Enzo isn't playing good enough. Like I just want to understand. I just can't understand how it's title charge one week and now they're all meaty the next week. And that's one thing that man can't say about me is you see me, my energy for my team is the consistent.
Let me know when I can
rate
speak.
my team from the beginning to the end. You
Let me know
man
when I can
change
speak.
from week to week.
Let me know when I can speak.
Please.
All right. Previously, when we just started this show, the minute I stepped on the show, Mo asked me what are Chelsea up to? Why can't we compete for the title? And are we in a title race? Up until that Arsenal game, I said the inconsistencies would be our downfall because when we play against these smaller teams, for some reason we cannot raise our performance. Now, granted, I give you Burnley, Barcelona, and then Arsenal sold me a dream. And I said after I'm keeping extremely consistent here, right? After the Arsenal game, I said, you know what? Based on what they showed me over the last 3 games, maybe there's a corner turn here. We're in the title race. I believed. What happened the next day? They went right back to type. Was I surprised? No. Let me finish, bad man. Let me finish, bad man, because I'm taking this seriously. Was I surprised? No. Was it no? Because it's been. Am I surprised that we lost the leads based on how we've been playing this season? No. Am I disappointed? 110%. Yes. The next game, I thought, you know what? It is what it is. Arsenal lost. Arsenal lost. We're gonna come and do something like it's against Bournemouth. We didn't rotate. We're gonna go with a stronger starting 11 for Fofana's back. So we'll at least try. We'll at least be better defensively. But guess what? We could not score a goal to save our lives. So what do you want me to say?
I
What
tell
do
you
you
what,
want me to say?
I tell you what I do
All
rate.
those
from what you did.
attackers you have, you should be scoring goals.
And I
What?
agree with you, Kelk.
Maybe
I
they're
do
all
rate
like
that.
bums
You
and you
admitted you were sold a
recruited
dream, and I
poorly.
rate that. I swear, Javon, I promise you, you said you were sold a dream, and I promise you, that's the most honest thing I've heard from a Chelsea fan. Because that's the reality, is you were sold a dream, and I hear it, bro. And from a professional dream buyer like myself, I can understand where you're coming from here, brother. But all I'm saying is, if you're going to believe in your team on Monday, let's not drop the belief on Wednesday. Like what? Like what are we doing here? I'm not cool, but I respect the fact that you said you were sold a dream and you bought it, and I hear that. So I'm not. For me, that is better than being a flip flop and saying you didn't flip flop. I respect that.
Yeah.
To be fair, Chelsea did this last season too. Remember, they were in second place behind Liverpool back in like December, and they're like, "Oh,
See,
well."
last season I knew
And then
we
the
weren't
same
near
thing
it.
happened. They just had two underwhelming results.
And see, last season I knew we weren't near it because you couldn't rely on Jackson by himself for the entirety of the season because Nkunku wasn't on form and there was a whole lot of things with the squad. This year the squad is arguably more balanced, right? It's arguably more balanced, but it
quality,
doesn't.
though.
Exactly, it doesn't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily translate to that the quality is way better than last year, and that is my issue going for. Going forward,
out there, you could have got Nasiman, an actual bagsman. Instead, you've
Going
got Delap, who is another project, and Yao Pedro is not very good. Like all these players, you're just spending all this money on these strikers, and none of them are good.
That's
it is, and again, you'll see we go to Atalanta and probably play way better. It's the inconsistencies. It's our Achilles heel at the moment because you'll see the same players, the same front line. They're more clinical. They're more fat. Their passing is a lot quicker. They're more clinical in their decision making. But when we play against
those in the Champions League than they will in the Premier League,
that is true. But when we play against the low block, when they should move the ball quickly, when they should take on their man, when you should run up your man, when you should make a late run into the box, you're just not doing that in some of these games.
Low block is tough, mate.
But he has to face them. It's not like you're unique. Like,
yep.
Did he face them all the time? Arsenal face them all the time, and Liverpool face them. Like every team faces them. It's up to your manager
being a top team
to find a solution. And you have Cole Palmer, who is a world-class creator. I think you have that over the other teams I've mentioned. So you should be doing better in these situations. I realize he's coming back from injury, but like that's a big key.
That's one of the reasons. Because he's coming back from injury, that's one of the reasons why, even in my review, I didn't crash it on him as much. But everybody else, come on, man, it was dross, extremely dross.
I actually think there are two. There are
quality too. Gittins lacks quality. Garnacho is not good. Pedro Neto doesn't provide a lot.
Two players mainly that are, for me, watching the game and watching your reviews and Couch Critic Review and all these guys. It's Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella. They had so many chances to pass the ball to the right people, and they actually failed these passes many times.
Enzo Fernandez.
And the reason why, Pazz, I'm choosing these two is because they have played all the games. They are fit. They are match fit. You know what I mean? And they are the senior players. On paper, Enzo Fernandez is the captain. Cucurella is one of the most senior players there. Many times on the counter, Cucurella messed it up. Many times on the counter, Enzo Fernandez messed it up. I'm not in Palmer like the others. Palmer is just fucking first game. There's something called match fitness. He's missed like 15 games in a row. I'm not gonna crash it on him. Like, I'll be an idiot to crash it on Cole Palmer. But I would say that Enzo Fernandez, without Caicedo, you are the leader on the pitch. You gotta do better. You have to do better than this. You have to do better than trying to kick the people like of the opposition.
Yeah, the captain should step up when Caicedo's out. He should step up and rally the team. He should be a captain. And
you know what? As a Chelsea fan, seeing the game, something that immediately stood out to me, being supporting a club that has won titles recently. Maybe not as recent as some of the guys on the panel, but has been in a title run.
Hey.
These performances equate to me.
I haven't seen that
as a team.
These
performances equate to me as a team that's genuinely going to finish top 4.
There's not much to smile about.
Because with a top 4 race, you can't afford to slip up here and there, and then go on and then win more games than that. You can't.
You know what it is though with Aston Villa now, someone's got to miss out. Because I think Aston Villa are getting top 4. I'll be so real. So one of you two is missing out.
No, but I want to ask a better question. I want to ask a better question.
League and they'll want to win that, so they might not they might drop off.
I didn't even
second half.
notice the run they're on. I swear
I'm gonna change a little bit the questions about this. I know it is not about where you finish on the table, in my opinion. And I said that this league this season, it's about who finishes above you, because your performances are relative to the other teams. What I mean by this, Chelsea already finished top 4 last season. You got 4th, right? But this season, and I'm gonna say this, if Aston Villa under Unai Emery can put in better performances, that Chelsea questions need to be asked. If Man United are at the same point that Chelsea, questions need to be asked. Similar for Liverpool. Liverpool at the end might finish top 5, right? They might get 5th. But if Aston Villa, with the players they have, finish above you, questions need to be asked. It is not about you only. It's about the teams around you, because that is the measuring stick for the league is not only you. It's what other teams around you do as well. It's what the likes of Brighton can do. It's the likes of Bournemouth can do. It's the likes of Crystal Palace. So if Enzo Maresca gets 5th, but Villa finish above him, questions need to be asked. Why aren't you better than Villa? If Villa can do this to this league, why aren't you better than Villa? Because you're supposed to be better than Villa. You have players that supposedly better than Villa. You have a manager that people think is better than Unai Emery in this league. Unai Emery is a top manager that people say. And I think the question needs to be asked about this. Because I'm going to give you an example, guys. What if Liverpool miss out on top 4 and Man United get 4th and Chelsea get 5th?
Oh God.
Champions League football. Champions League football. You got your target, as you say. You got Champions League football. Is that good enough for you, Javon?
No, because the target for me going into the season was finishing comfortably top 4. I was looking like a third. I was looking at a third place finish with a cup. That would be a successful season for me. You know, clear progression from last season. So
I don't know if that is, you know. I think your target should be survival, bro. I think some years.
What?
Hold on, I'll explain. Yeah. So maybe not survival, but I think sometimes, yeah, your target isn't about progress this year.
stability.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to get through the year without going to hell. Like I think it was the same with Man United, but unfortunately they went to absolute hell. Like
Fortunately.
Long live that.
sorry, absolutely buzzing. Sorry, how dare?
Fortunately.
How
May
dare?
not go on
Fortunately.
for any time.
What fraud? How dare? But like, I think, particularly with how the league looks now, a lot of teams, I think their targets should slightly change to, let's just please get Champions League, please God, because I think once you drop out of that, trying to get back into that is going to be very difficult, man.
I hear it, but I hear that, but after the December period.
Yo-yoing.
I hear that after the December period. Because typically that's when gaps start to form between sections of the table. Who's going to finish top 4? Who's right on the precipice of finishing top 4? And then the rest. So after the December period, I hear it.
We gotta say top 5 though, because I think it's very likely England will get back.
It goes to the English
I
team.
don't know about that,
5th and 3rd might as well be the same thing.
I don't
think-
know.
I think
I
they
don't
will.
know because England ain't doing well in the Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League.
What are you
It's
talking
Villa
about?
and Forest, and I don't know what they're doing.
Compared
at
to
the
their
table.
council, compared to their
Emery's going to go
counterparts.
for Europa League because he's won it so many times. So
No,
his
Chelsea
squad
are
might
doing
focus
well.
on that in the second half of the season, and
No,
maybe
but no. What I
if they
meant is
win that, they automatically get Champions League qualification.
like
so they
compared to
can
their
kinda-
counterparts,
They can
in
kind
the
of not
Europa
pay attention to the
League.
Premier League as much.
Isn't only
Europe-
Spurs messing it up in the
So
Champions League?
far, it looks like it's France and Spain that are
Oh,
going
is
to get
it?
the 2
Okay.
places.
What about the Conference League? Is that
Ooh.
Palace?
Because
Ooh,
Crystal Palace are really.
you know
low in
who's
the
going to carry the England in the Champions League, right? We all know
Arsenal.
who's going to carry England in the Champions League.
Don't worry, boys.
Oh yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, bro,
Come on,
Liverpool.
man. Come on, boys.
Liverpool.
Come on, lads. Yeah, I mean, lads.
6 times, isn't it?
Come
6
on,
times. Bro, it's 6 times.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I mean, boys, I'll get us there.
Wallah, it's shame on this league if Arsenal carries this league in the Champions
Bro,
League.
you're talking 6 times. 6 times.
I don't understand how it works.
Times.
I don't understand how it works
Ram,
because
Ram,
if we
Ram.
beat Atalanta,
Go on.
we get automatic
Whoa,
qualification.
whoa, whoa! We're looking for number 2.
Come on, Ram.
City is gonna get automatic qualifications. I
Come
don't
on,
think Liverpool has been
I
that
don't
bad in
know,
the
man.
Champions League.
I
Actually,
think Pep messed up that Leverkusen game really badly. So I don't. I still
Why do
don't
I-
like that.
The
Why are you
favourite
assuming
team-
you're going to get automatic? Because you have easy games after. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Real
me?
Madrid is our toughest game left, and then we have to go
Yeah,
to
it's-
Bodo
it's-
Glint, which is not going to be an easy game. But we should. I mean, they have 2
It's-
points. If we don't,
It's
beat them, then
close.
that's
It's
problems.
close. But I
And
think
then
from the looks of things-
Galatasaray at home is our last game.
from the looks of things, it's France is top because Strasbourg is top of conference, Lyon's top of Europa, and PSG's joint. Well, PSG's second in the Champions League. So France is top. I think is close between Spain and England though.
So it's only two teams to get the fifth
Chelsea,
spot?
if they don't win against Atalanta, they might not get top 5. Yes, they're gonna beat Buffos or whatever, but they go to Napoli away and they might lose that one.
That's why I said if you beat Atalanta, we
Yeah.
should be beating.
By the way,
we get
if
that.
you don't beat,
I think Villa will really go for the Europa League, and that
I'm gonna
you know,
tell you
that'll
guys
give
something for
that'll give
real.
England a fifth slot.
I need a minute. I need a minute.
I don't think they got enough depth in their squad.
I don't think that Chelsea's worries should
Huh?
be actually the Champions League. I know you gotta go,
Javon.
Javon. Yeah, I know he has to go. We're gonna go to Arsenal and City now. Before comes in, just let me-
Oh no, Javon had to go when we talk about Arsenal. Oh no, Javon, are you sure?
He said that in advance. Don't
let me
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Let me do this. I actually meant that message more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the message for Pazz. Go support Pazz, the creator.
My boy.
You know, Martin, nobody is questioning that you will qualify. You definitely qualify without a shadow.
I'm just looking so
Javon,
far.
Well, I
you
think we'll
back,
get top
Javon?
8
What is
too.
going
I
on?
do.
So far.
I said
Are
I
you
needed
back?
a minute. I didn't permanently leave. I just needed a minute.
Oh, okay.
No, Javon, trust me.
Did you just
I
kick him
spoiled
out?
Arsenal.
No,
Bro,
Javon,
did you just kick him out?
Arsenal, I'm back.
No, I
Javon,
actually
trust me.
didn't kick him out. I just removed him because he turned off his camera, and I thought he's like,
Javon, you got somewhere to go, bro, and that's cool, bro. We respect that you have other things to do, bro. I hear you.
He's like, shut up. I want to talk about Arsenal.
Money after Mac, Javon. Come on, man.
no,
I
but
don't
hold on,
run from
guys.
cookings. Why don't you get? I don't run from cooking. I'm a man.
Guys, can we get the likes up? Guys, genuinely, I need 200 likes on this show. This is much bigger than football and started on August 6th with the murder of Ubaid. Salah called out FIFA and UEFA. Club sponsors want Salah gone. I've actually read that. And the problem is that tweet got over 140 million views, which is a lot of fucking views.
But then Mo, you think about it, right? Salah himself brings
Political
a
on
lot
this
of money.
stream, I don't care.
Salah
does.
brings in
He
a
You
lot of
wouldn't
money.
be the first
bro.
one because
That's
But
the
it's
other
bigger than
side.
this. They did it with Ozil.
Premier
League. They did it with Ozil. You know what happens, right? You know.
Mo. I need.
We're gonna be.
words from
By the way, the stream fake nerd. We know we're gonna be shut down in like 5 minutes from
I
now.
know.
YouTube is gonna.
That's
shut
why I'm
us down.
trying to keep it around the topic. What I'm saying, Mo, is that Mo Salah brings a lot of money for the football club. Millions. I think in terms of personnel for a football club, he brings the most revenue out of anybody in Europe.
I would say that is like, I don't think that's even factored in when it comes to PR of this level. Like, unfortunately, like I think people discount how big of when people talk on these things, it's a lot bigger than a section of this giant corporation's portfolio, which is Liverpool. And if someone's speaking on something that's bigger than Liverpool, your influence on Liverpool as a football club is minute.
And I agree with Pazz, Ram. To be honest, these topics of Palestine and the war and all this stuff are much bigger than millions that Mohamed Salah brings to the club. They're much bigger than this. This goes into politics and it goes into elections and it goes into voices. You know that because I'm here now in America.
And I don't want to get this channel shut down. I don't want to get this channel shut down. So let's just.
Yeah.
By the way, if they shut me down from this, I'll get famous and you all will get famous with me. And we just made it.
I was already a billionaire. I remember.
Mo's already balling out. Yeah.
Ram, do you know we got one available winger for Inter? Do you know that Gakpo is not training as well?
Why not? Is he injured or?
I don't know, Mo. I don't know. This is what I'm saying.
Happy.
If you don't
Mo
beat
is so happy.
Mo, if you don't beat the crap out
Let
of
it
us,
be carnage.
Mo,
we need
lose,
Isak to speak
if
against
you
the
lose,
Wolves.
brother.
Joint watch along.
if you put me in big screen, Mo.
I
Put me
need
in
a
the
Mo
big
watch
screen right
along
now.
for this game.
Put me on big screen right now, Mo. I'll tell you this, and I'm gonna send a message to you right now. If you look at the team that we have, Mo, if you do not beat the crap out of us, I am gonna make your life a living hell. I swear to God, it has to be done. You gotta do it. You gotta do it for the Liverpool fan base, man. We need to end
Hold
this
on.
carnage.
Hold on. I need to respond. I need to respond.
Big screen yourself, man. Big screen yourself.
We are poor Inter, bro. These guys spent $500 million in the summer.
Oh, here we
They
go.
got
Full winner.
They got I'm being honest. This is honesty.
Hang on. Didn't you
Van
in the Champions League final last season?
Hold on. They got world-class Van Dijk. They
Yeah.
bought Isak. They have Ikitike. They bought Wirtz. They got World Cup winner McAllister, who's amazing.
You
They
got World
the best
Cup winner
DM in the league.
Lautaro Martinez
Best
as your
DM in the
captain.
league. Best DM in the league.
To be fair, Verts has been better in these Champions League games than he has. in
Wirtz,
these Premier
Left
League.
they got the best 10 in
Again,
the
there's
league.
not as
Bro,
many
Wirtz.
this Inter team has been to more Champions League
500
finals in the
million.
last 5
These guys-
seasons.
Guys, wallah al-azim, I've never seen a shameless fan base like Liverpool. $500 million spent, and they're playing the underdog gimmick still. What the fuck, bro?
We are a mess.
Hamza's shameless.
Stop it with the underdog a minute. Give it. We're not doing it. We are a
Redefine
mess.
shameless.
No,
We
you're not.
are
the
a
underdog.
mess.
You're not the underdog.
If you're a mess.
You're not the underdog.
But for Mo
They're the
Salah,
overdogs.
our best player, one of our greatest players that we've had in the Premier League era, has just literally come out and cussed the club. How are we not in a mess? How are we not in a mess? You see us, yeah? Where's the?
You got some of the best players in the world. It can get a lot worse.
No.
It's been a lot worse for you in the last 10 years.
See this, yeah? We're waving the white flag. We're waving the white flag already.
Come on. Anyway,
Wow.
let
Ram,
me
Back
do-
in January.
guys, let's do this. We gotta move on to Arsenal. And Mo, in your honest opinion, what do you think Virgil is not being punished? He didn't say anything, Virgil. Why is he being punished?
No, the thing is with Virgil, the thing is
Read the rest of it.
And also, okay, so for me, he has not performed well and he should be stripped of captaincy. Give it Szoboszlai because I think he looks more of a leader to me this season. Let me respond quickly to this. Number one, you have no alternative for Virgil van Dijk. Basically, this is it. It's
You wanna
Virgil
play
van
Joe
Dijk.
Gomez?
that was going to
it's
be my
Vir-
point.
This is it. It's Virgil van Dijk or Ram plays as centre back for
Joe
Liverpool.
Gomez.
It's
Ugh.
it. You know
Hey.
what I mean?
At least
And
I'll
also-
show more passion. I'll show more passion.
I think Virgil van Dijk, you cannot strip Virgil van Dijk of captaincy. It's just impossible. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
It's impossible.
Give it to
It's-
Mo Salah.
You can't do that. You can't do this, my friend. And it's not about the
Szoboszlai.
captain. And why is Szoboszlai is not the captain of Liverpool? He cannot be. That's disrespect to the rest of the team. It's disrespect.
Damn.
You can't do that.
He's a
He's
captain
leading
of
by
Hungary.
example.
Yeah, but it's like this is not an the Rice situation. Like Szoboszlai, freaking, he has been there since 2018. It's 2026. You're not
Yeah.
gonna remove. Like you only remove the captaincy from him to give it to Allison, maybe to give it to like someone else, you know. But you don't give it to Szoboszlai.
we took it off Sammy Hupia and gave it to Steven Gerrard when he was 21.
Wallahi, look at this.
Legacy.
I don't twerk for no one,
Stick
bro.
that booty out.
Ram,
I
how
ain't twerking
dedicated,
for no
how
one.
dedicated
I
are
ain't
you?
twerking for flipping
Question.
no
How
one, bro.
dedicated are you to the pool?
Huh?
Anyway, Arsenal, and City. What are you saying, Kelk? You guys
All
smell
of a
blood? You
sudden, I've
guys
got
smell
her.
blood?
Crazy. All of a sudden.
I mean, I don't even think we're playing that well. And we're only 2 points behind the best team in the world with the best squad and the best manager and the
fucking
best
cook him.
players and all this stuff. And I don't even think we're playing that well.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you know, just gotta keep on getting results.
Just keep the train moving, man.
Yeah, you just gotta keep on keeping on. I think
Yeah,
we'll
let's
get some.
move over to
I think
Arsenal.
I'm hoping we'll sign a player in January, and we also have a Ballon d'Or winner lurking in the shadows at some point. At some point, he'll
Sure you
come
don't
back
throw
to
them
it.
Can I ask the panel a question?
Oh, here we go.
What happens if Kells wins her next game and Pazz draws or loses?
They're
and
not
City
going
are
to
top?
draw or lose.
Man
to
City are
Wolves.
top.
Yeah,
No, no,
The
no.
chaos starts.
Hey, no.
If
we
we
lose
lose
to a
to
very
Wolves,
easy
no, no,
game.
no.
I will
Guys
sit on
are
my own screen and apologize to everyone.
People in the chat, they're overlooking the context of what I'm trying to say. We're in the December period, so the games are gonna come thick and fast. I'm not saying I'm not doing a 1-to-1 with the actual next game, but there's going to be a game in this December period where someone's gonna win, someone's gonna draw a loss, and it may switch. What happens then? What version of Paz do we see on this show? Because I will be here.
And here's the issue.
The humble version. The
One
humble
thing-
Your fan
version.
base is
I didn't-
already
let me-
crapping their pants.
The,
Let me
the,
stop-
the
let me
version where he
spoil it.
starts cussing everyone.
Spoiler alert: there is no.
He calls everyone dogs.
There is no
Rats.
humble
I'll
Paz.
just
There's
say,
not-
you
there's
guys
no
should
one
ask
that
for some
exists.
clean underwear for Christmas
There
because
is
you're going to
not-
dirty yours
there
next
is
year.
not
So you might want to have some
a humble
backups on
version of me.
on
I will
regard.
believe in my team until there's no more players to play. That's the difference. That's the difference between me and you lot as flip-flopadopomuses, bro. That's the difference between
I don't
me.
flip flop.
I believe in my team. That's it. I believe in them, bro. If they let
That's
me
also
down, they
true.
let me down. But I believed in them. That's what me being an Arsenal fan is, bro. I'm not going to sit here and start grilling my team, bro.
Just don't act like you're the only team that's had any injuries this season. So it comes in cycles. We had ours at the beginning of the season, and now we're getting healthier. But I didn't use it as an excuse when we lost games.
I would disagree strongly with that, but I respect your opinion.
Well, I don't know who you're listening to, but I mean, yeah, we've had injuries too. But I'm not blaming injuries for the reason why our midfield's been soft as you know what. If there's players on the pitch with plenty of experience, they should be able to get the job done, and they haven't. So, I'm going to blame them. I'm going to blame the players on the pitch.
And I completely understand where you're coming from. I can see the angle that you've taken. However, I feel like we've had a lot of very key injuries, all in the exact same spot. And had those injuries been spread out and all in the same place at the same time, I don't really think I'd care about the injuries.
No, but I want to go to what
we have had injuries in the same spot. We haven't had a recognized 6 most of the season. Just to
go back to Javon.
Saying. And Pep Guardiola 6 is the most important position on the pitch. Probably the hardest position in football as a Pep Guardiola 6.
Brilliant.
Before we go into that, Javon, I know you have to go in like 5 minutes. Do you think Arsenal should panic, Javon? Because your statements are, what if City... Do you think Arsenal should panic? Did you expect Arsenal to win against Aston Villa?
Based on the role they've been on with these bogey grounds, I expected them to win actually this weekend, but they didn't. Which gives us a bit of entertainment in the league. And the question is there to be asked. It's now a 2-point swing. A draw can put them equal on points, or a loss can put them behind.
So I'm going to ask you a straight question then. Who do you think is going to be on the top comes end of this Christmas period? 5 games. I can tell you the games that both are playing.
Yeah, let me get the games.
I expect Arsenal to be on top, but I don't expect the points gap to be massive.
I'm expecting the point. So Man City play Crystal Palace away, West Ham at home, Forest away, Sunderland away, then they play Chelsea. Mm-hmm. That's end of that festive
Sunderland,
period.
there's a little context to Sunderland. Half their team will be missing for AFCON.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, Arsenal got to play Nottingham Forest.
Let me tell you.
So that's a balance out.
Yeah. Arsenal play.
We're not playing. We're playing Sean Dyche. That's a very different prospect than and Postecoglou ball.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not an excuse. That's how it works in football. People get. I'm just saying there's a balance.
Like we're gonna play Sunderland when they're weak. They got to play. Forest when they were weak. So kind of a balance there. That's all. That's the point I'm making.
Arsenal play Wolves, play Everton away, play Brighton at home, Villa at home, then Bournemouth away.
I hope we get.
So
by the time Villa's back, those should have a lot of players back by then.
So those 2 difficult games would be Brighton and Villa. So I expect Arsenal to still be on top.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, it's a Christmas period.
5-point gap in March.
Here's the way I see it. Yeah, here's the way I see it. Yeah, is where we are right now with injuries and performance. Yeah, like for example, our midfield isn't playing great. Our most important defenders are injured. We've had no striker. We've had wingers out, and our
you have the best squad in the world.
Hold on.
Why are you crying?
You haven't even heard the crying. Like you don't even know I'm crying yet.
That already sounds like crying.
Can I cry first? Can I cry first? Then you can tell me I'm crying.
You talking about injuries is crying.
No,
so you've already
haven't even let me land the point. If you let me finish the point, then you know I'm not crying. That's the point. You're jumping the gun, buddy. Just like Javon did when he fought them and won the title race. So let's learn things from our co-panel. You know what I mean? Cool, disgusting. So cool. Everything that everyone is referring to the Arsenal team is pretty much at its worst, right? So in my head, here is my logic: is that from where we are right now, the only way is up. The only way is up. We're only going to get players back. The forward performances can't really get worse. The midfield can't really get worse. There's no way we can get more defenders injured at the same time. So realistically, if we're still at the top after all of these things happening, if we're losing just purely logic, how can it not get better from here? We've played loads of hard games away, and we've played most of our bogey teams already. So for me, how can we go down from here? It's only up from here. So that is why I'm still confident, because we've played all the teams I hate to play away from home. We've had all the injuries that I thought, fuck me, if we get these injuries, we're cooked. We've had them now. So for me,
also played a lot of our hard games away too.
That's cool. I rate you. brilliant. But I'm talking about me. So for me, my team, I'm not focused on what you're doing. I think what I already think about Man City, but I think about my team. I'm confident because of those reasons. That's all.
Yeah, remember, and Martin, you're right. He has the best squad in the world. I don't want to hear an injury excuse.
I'm literally telling you I'm confident, and now people are telling me I'm making excuses. What's going on here? I'm telling you I'm confident in my team, and the people.
Can I tell you guys the reality? I think City are exceeding expectations. That's why a lot of people are panicking from the Arsenal side. I think Arsenal had a very good start of the season. 2 losses, one at Anfield away, one at Villa Park, is nothing to be absolutely like, like people just panicking. There's no reason. If you compare City versus Arsenal, City, right, went to Arsenal, got a point. That is great. Played Liverpool at home, smashed them. But City lost to Newcastle away. Arsenal won that, right? City, if I'm not mistaken, you lost to Brighton, if I'm not mistaken, away from home as well.
Look, I get math is not fun.
City lost. City
draws,
lost,
not losses.
City lost to Villa. Arsenal don't draw a lot of games, actually.
Arsenal have 3 draws.
Yeah, but that draw against City, a draw against Sunderland away from home.
Draws, not losses.
Actually,
could be on
in 2 games, if a team loses the game and wins the game versus a team drawing
it's a great
wins and loses the game has more points.
A great question here. Which team will improve from here, Mo? City or Arsenal? This is what we should talk about. Which team are we expecting to improve from here on until the end of the season?
Awesome.
I'm expecting my team to level up dramatically. Our midfield has been garbage.
I think this is your ceiling, though.
This is not our ceiling.
Really? What you think?
I think this is the ceiling. You had a goalless.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain what I mean.
No goals in October.
I disagree with you. How would you?
Defenders are going to become this like unbelievable defensive unit. I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Well, you don't understand how we play. Our defense has never come from our defenders. It's our midfield. We don't have a midfield right now, but we have, assuming Rodri comes back and is effective, that will improve our defense dramatically. Like, unbelievable. Because that Fulham game, when our defenders were clearing the ball, the reason Fulham kept getting it back is because we had no midfielder to clear the ball further. And when you get a midfield back, we could buy somebody in January too. Don't forget, our owners are not shy. They will spend the money if they need to. We're not going to just sit back and, rest on our laurels and be like, well, let's just try to get top 4. No, they want to win titles. And when we get our players back, I think that's a much better team. I mean, Nico Gonzalez has been great. He's not Rodri. There is no Rodri out there. When he's on form, he's one of the best players in the world.
And you're hoping that a man who has done back-to-back ACLs is going to come back.
He has not done back-to-back ACLs.
It's an ACL and then hamstring.
It's even so again, those are 2 very key muscles to movement and mobility. How old is Rodri now? Let's have a little look.
29, 28, 29.
Okay, I'm going to say something about this. When people say Arsenal cannot improve, okay, I'm going to tell you why I think Chelsea will improve. Chelsea will improve because City will improve because City are not going to fucking concede 6 goals every 2 games. That won't happen.
If you paid attention to the games, it was because our midfield was underperforming.
Okay. Number 2.
And then look what they did against Sunderland. It was a much better
I believe that Doku's going to get better. I believe Shirk is going to get better. And that's what I believe. I believe that Nico O'Reilly and Aït-Nouri will actually get better. But Aït-Nouri go to AFCON for Algeria, if I'm not mistaken. However, Rodri's being back is going to push.
Is any of this based on, what is this based on? Could you explain that to me as well, please?
Have you just never watched Rodri play?
You're just talking about Rodri.
Tell me. Okay, so hold on.
You name like 6 players.
I'm gonna tell you. I think that I can answer it very simple. I think Doku's gonna improve because I like Doku and I think he's a very good player. And I believe that wingers under Pep, it's sometimes some of them just go backwards like a Savinho, but I don't see Doku going backwards. What he has, like the talent that he has, he's gonna improve in my opinion, Doku. And he's gonna link up with Haaland better. Ryan Shirky, there's only up from here. What do you think? Ryan Shirky is gonna get worse? He's definitely gonna get better. For me, why would he get worse? There's no reason for me to think he's gonna get worse, right? The only part of Man City that I don't think is gonna get better is the right back. I think this is Matthias Nunes' ceiling as a right back. This is it.
saying,
for Matthias
based-
Nunes as
based
right
on
back.
the
You know
We're
what
playing
I
pretty
mean?
well with
Based-
Wilson off as
based
our
on
right back
you
at the
don't-
beginning of the
Let me
season.
let me finish. For Arsenal, then I believe that Arsenal is gonna get better. However, even if Arsenal don't get better, that's what people fail to say, right? Arsenal with Gabriel and Saliba, who I'm expecting to come back, otherwise it's a disaster for Arsenal. That Arsenal is good enough to win the league without even improvement. Like, if you're an Arsenal fan, you don't need Arsenal to improve. All you hope for is Gabriel and Saliba come back. Arsenal improves 30% right away. On the Arsenal that we've seen today with Mosquera and Saliba, or Mosquera and Hincapia, or Hincapia and Saliba, Gabriel and Saliba improve Arsenal 30% from this moment, right away, right? And that's what people fail to say. Arsenal already peaked. Yeah, their peak was 8 consecutive games, 8 clean sheets, 8 wins. That is peak. But that was with Gabriel and Saliba. But people fail to see this because
They were conceding goals with Gabriel and Saliba, though, too.
they weren't. They had 8 clean sheets in a row.
Well, they both played at Sunderland, didn't they? Or I could be wrong on that. I don't remember.
But that happens, Kelk. But of course, okay, Kelk, me saying that they have 8 clean sheets in a row, I don't mean that Arsenal will continue the whole freaking season without any goal conceded. That is impossible to happen. But my point, both teams are going to improve.
Yeah, so how's that going to get
However,
better?
both teams are going to improve. However, Saliba and Gabriela, Arsenal, that Arsenal, without even any improvement, is good enough to win the league. Am I wrong to say that statement, guys? Am I wrong?
Like I said a minute ago, you need to pay attention to draws. And I've said this to you off screen before, Paz, as well. Pay attention to the draws. Because it's not a point gain, it's 2 points lost.
Pay attention to the losses. It's 3 points lost. What we doing here?
Okay, we have 4 losses and we're 2 points
Pay
behind you.
attention to the games you don't win. Like,
We
what
have
doing?
we have more losses than you. We're only 2 points behind you, and it's because you are drawing games. We only have 1 draw, and it's against you.
That is great, and I'm being
Also, pay attention. Liverpool fans know exactly what this means. I mean, it's a shame Rams is not here, but they've lost title races because they drew too many games. And when you don't have a firing offense, like I just don't rate you going forward.
That is great, but your logic, you're not sharing it between the two teams. You are pretty much saying, I think we're going to improve because Man City always improve. And I don't think Arsenal is going to improve. That is the logic you're both using here. And everyone's using the logic compared to old Man City teams where they would do their second half nonsense. Those players don't exist anymore. And everyone
Did it last season.
And your hope is based on it being Pep Guardiola. Like that is your hope. Your hope is that thing is Pep Guardiola. And everything you're saying is all based on hope and what ifs, not based on.
No, it's based on a track record.
You've lost 4 games already. Like,
did you watch what we did at the end of last season when we were terrible, when we had a bunch of geriatrics running through our midfield? We had the most wins in 2025 to end the season.
And my question to you is, what makes you?
Are you just ignoring that fact?
That you are going to go and just completely those 4 losses you've taken in your first 15 games, those things aren't going to repeat themselves. And also Arsenal are going to deteriorate. That you thinking Man City going is kind of what you're counting on here. Well, and it just sounds like it's not really based off any logic.
I know that my manager has a track record and my players have a track record. They do this every year. You're just dismissing that.
What players have that track record?
Bernardo Silva, John Stones, Erling Haaland, Joshua Vardial. He's been here 3 years.
Has been tied for a long time.
Jeremy Doku has the track record. Yeah, Jeremy Doku, he's been on the team for 3 seasons.
We're trolling now, bro. We're trolling. We're not saying Jeremy Doku has a track record. What the hell does Jeremy Doku have a track record of doing?
Send Martin the link.
You're trolling.
Martin can't stand on the sidelines through this one.
Martin is like, I'm not staying on the sideline.
Do I need to look up? Do I need to go look up last year at the end of the season when we were 8 or 10 unbeaten?
Jeremy Doku has been there for 3 seasons and like.
You are disrespecting Pazz, Kevin. Pazz can take care of himself.
Bro, you know what it is? I just think like I think everyone's base is we all know what Man City do in the second half. Like, I hear you. Can
you name me a year it didn't happen?
I promise you, I hear you.
Can you name me a year since Pep Guardiola came to Man City that we haven't gone on a run in the second half of the season?
The whole point of the second half.
Please enlighten me, since you know more about my club than I do.
The whole point of the second half thing is you go in and win in the league. You didn't.
I think
so the
last
second,
season it's
so the second half
more wins and more losses between your club and my club. You're going to be very surprised.
The second half thing you didn't work because you didn't win.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time, but
You didn't win the league.
Martin is in the course.
Come on, brother, man.
I can't take no more.
I just
Listen,
don't want to listen
I
to
can't
math.
say no
You are
more.
totally right about this. He doesn't want to pay attention to math. Make the point you made in the space last night, because
I need people to do mathematics.
Oh yeah, let's do maths because football is maths. I can't wait to hear it. Love it.
Well, it is because that's what points are.
Brilliant. Thanks for that education.
Let me, Martin, let me hear because I don't want to
Yeah,
say.
I've forgotten more than you probably know, but never mind. Anyway, so Arsenal the last 4 games, drawn 2. That's 4 points dropped. Right or wrong?
Sorry, say that again. Sorry, I didn't quite hear you.
The last 4 games, Arsenal have drawn 2 games. Is that 4 points dropped?
That is 4 points dropped.
Yeah. City have lost 1 game. That's 3 points dropped. So have City gained a point in that instance?
If you gained a point, you've got 1 point closer to us. I agree.
Right? Yeah. So that was my point weeks ago when I was saying City don't draw a lot.
Did you feel like something just happened there?
but Martin, you played Crystal Palace.
Was that what you came here to say? Is that your
last time we lost?
Play Martin, guys.
Well, let me explain.
Martin, you
Because
play Crystal Palace.
You flap your gums for 20 minutes on hopium because you've no track record.
Brilliant.
Everything you just said about City is exactly where Arsenal is.
Brilliant.
If buts and maybes, yeah.
I haven't said anything about if buts and maybes.
You were 7 points ahead.
Last time we did the show,
I said you're down to 2.
I expect once our players that we were really good with towards the beginning of the season come back.
You're just gonna win every game when they come back.
I agree. And Manchester City have had 16 injuries. We've had 16 injuries this year, but we don't complain about them. We just move on.
Perfect.
Yeah, we've had the most injuries in the league.
Look that
up, little fact for you.
Brilliant. If I look into what those injuries were, it'll be very interesting. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying,
sorry, Rodri losses more than anything you've got.
I'll be interested.
Anything you've got.
I'll be interested to know how many of those are starters and how long they. I will look into it.
Rodri's the starter.
Rodri, Cherky, Mamouche. We've had Phil Foden's out injured. John Stones has been out injured. We've had Gabbardi out injured. He has out injured. Do you want to go on with it?
Fellow mathematicians. I hope all this math that you conjure up together, I hope that it resolves.
Quick question for you. Who had the best run in our worst ever season in 10 years? Who had the best run in the second half of the season last year?
He doesn't want to acknowledge that, Martin. Already tried.
I'm assuming you're going to say Man City.
Let me,
it was.
Last season
It was. Manchester City.
I need to do. Okay.
So they City never go on this run.
So you're the favourite.
We go on
every year.
No, I'm not saying anyone's favourites. I'm not saying anyone's favourites. What I take umbrage is how
good you are. So you're the favourites. I expect you
to. Listen. What I'm saying is, I'd take umbrage when you pass on all the City stuff and say the exact same thing about Arsenal. City can't get better. Arsenal can get better, but City can't.
I'm saying
it's your disrespect and your sheer arrogance that gets on my nerves.
I don't care what gets on your nerves, first of all. And if we get better, what you do is
jolly good.
That's the point. Because we're
super chats, guys.
I warned you.
How is having Rodri coming back irrelevant? He's better than any player you've got in your whole squad.
We're top of the league.
Yeah, your club doesn't know what a Ballon d'Or winner is.
Great. I also think we're dismissing Villa here as well.
He doesn't know the impact Rodri makes on Man City. He doesn't watch them.
Guys, I need one person to.
You're just repeating the same thing over and over again, and you want me to say I love Rodri? That's weird.
No, I don't care if you rate Rodri or not. You are completely dismissing his impact on our team.
No, I'm not. No, I'm literally not.
The last time we won a title, we lost every game he didn't play, and we went 75 games unbeaten when he played. So you're underestimating that kind of an impact.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that I'm confident in my team once we have these players back to continue where we was at the beginning. That's all. Haven't even referenced you. Your team, Rodri, nothing. That's all I said. and you keep shouting this Rodri name at me, and I'm happy that you're confident in your team because you should. You're a Man City fan. Why are you now upset that I'm confident in my team? What's the problem?
I just think you need to look at what, like
no. It's your dismissive attitude. None of us are dismissing Arsenal. The way you're dismissing City is.
Yeah, Arsenal are absolutely a.
Hold on. That's a very good question. How is he dismissing City, Martin?
You're just rattled for no reason. I haven't even addressed City.
I'm not rattled. Listen, I'm not rattled.
Just said you're irritated that I'm dismissing City.
No. What I will do is, I want good faith debates. When I don't feel it's been good faith, then I will call it out.
Well, you've called out nothing, because what's the thing that I said that dismissed you?
Oh.
You said I
didn't. He didn't dismiss City.
Right. Shut your gums and let me explain.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, your head's gone. Your head's gone.
Guys, easy.
My head's gone.
Easy. Okay.
Every time I speak, you open your mouth.
Guys, we need to finish this. Easy.
What is he, 12?
Martin. Why is it Martin, just easy.
Go on.
He's 21, just like you.
When did he Kelk? Fire on it, Kelk. Put it fire on it. I don't think he did dismiss City at all. I think he didn't even mention Manchester City. Literally. At all, to be honest with you.
No. Let me explain, Mo. No. Where I find dismissive was when he says, when Kelk was making a very good point about City can improve as well, and he's like, I don't care. I think City, and it's all about Arsenal. I get that, but this is a title race. There are two very good teams, well, three actually, because I'm not going to dismiss Villa either. Villa are still in the mix, and Villa are actually on an 8-9 game run at the moment. So for me, it's the Arsenal can improve, City really can't, and that's fine. That might be his opinion, but we have been here and seen this game many, many times. That's why we're maybe a little bit more confident, because we've been here. Arsenal are a very good team. Never dismiss. You know me, Mo. I've never said Arsenal are not a very good team at all. But when people are just going to, it's like Arsenal just have to improve and that's it. They're just going to pull away from everyone.
I said my opinion about this. I actually,
and I'm sorry that's where the arrogance comes in.
I want to do the super chat. I don't think Arsenal need to improve. Actually, I just think that Arsenal have to play the same level they started the season with when the injuries are back. That's it.
Arsenal are a brilliant team. They're a brilliant team. Very, very dangerous with dangerous players. For me, they have the best squad, no doubt about it. But Kel's had a great point. We've got Rodri coming back. We're going to have signings in January. We'll make signings out, signings in. And if we can add someone like a Mark Gay and a Semenyo, that's going to be a deep squad for ourselves to come in.
Well, I think Arsenal as well have already a good squad. They need the injuries back. Let me do this before we actually end. He's not being punished because of his nationality, favoritism in the team. No one in the media talking about the other two being Gakpo and Gravenberch undeniable. In that, I think you're right about Liverpool, Red Indian, about like maybe because they are Dutch, but we all know that this favoritism in football. It's simple. It's absolutely simple. Arsenal has overachieved is why you can be lower. I don't think Arsenal have overachieved. Arsenal have played up to their level, my friend.
I think not conceding a goal in 8 games. I don't think that should be the expectation going forward.
It's not, but I think Arsenal with Gabriel and Saliba will win most of their games. It's just reality. City outscoring the league, too much quality. Yeah, City have so much quality going forward. If their defense tight, I think they will be
you should,
in the rest.
I believe Nobbins has brought this up on his stream. The team that scores the most goals wins the league more often than the team that has the best defense. Like the percentage-wise, it's a lot higher.
But you have to have a good defense. Every time City won the league, your defense was not the best. Maybe
we've never had the best defense.
No, but hold on, let me just finish. Or 1 goal or 2 goals behind. 1 or 2 goals behind the best defense. City and Arsenal both will get better, but City do have to go to Anfield, Stamford Bridge, Old Trafford, and Spurs away. It will be a close title race. We will improve with our centre backs back. Why are either fans acting like it's over? It's not over. No one said it's over. No.
Also, we have won our last 2 games at Spurs away in the Premier League.
City had the most wins in 2025.
Let
me go through these guys because City had the most wins in 2025. Then why Arsenal still second?
Because we dropped more points in November that year.
Because we had a 1 in 14 situation.
Yeah, we dropped points early in the season.
That's why we won more games than Arsenal last season.
Yeah, but again, we spoke about this at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Arsenal
no,
beat City
no,
was
no.
still-
He was on about
Oh,
second.
okay.
I get that.
That's a fact, Kelk. We spoke about this. We actually debunked this. Glorious, Arsenal fans are the kings of being condescending, especially Pazz, but I rate it. I don't think he's condescending at all. At all. At all. I don't think he is. People just take things into heart. But Pazz just said he believes Arsenal are better with Gabriel and Saliba than Manchester City. We aren't dismissing City and saying we're going to run away with it. We just won't. Which is exactly what Pazz is saying. But listen, there's more to discuss about this. There will be more next week. I promise you, people will change their opinions. If City don't win against Crystal Palace and Arsenal win against Wolves, people will change their opinions. I want to thank everyone that joined us. This is absolutely phenomenal. True City fan in the description. Pazz the creator. If you like Pazz, go support Pazz, of course. Pazz the creator, Javon, the Final Whistle podcast, and the Rams.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the for a good one. You're getting for an hour and a half then.
It's Wednesday. Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Yes, Wednesday. No, today. Yeah, I've lost
Wednesday.
track of the week. I lost track of Wednesday. Yeah, my bad. Wednesday.
Wednesday, guys. I will see you guys then. This will take you to Football Terrace. I will see you on MHF in about an hour. We're out of here.